Good morning to all of you. Myself Mridula Hazarika from Komargaon College, Guwahati, Assam. I am going to present my topic on problems and prospects of online education during COVID-19 pandemic and analysis. Introduction. Formal education is completely disturbed in the ongoing lockdown due to the pandemic situation of COVID-19 virus. And online education has become the only way and accepting method for continuing the teaching learning process. The teachers are bound to adapt different tools like video conferencing, Google Classroom, YouTube, etc. to engage in the teaching learning process and make students positive and vibrant. During the time of online education, various problems regarding the internet connectivity, online learning materials, students' cooperation, etc. have to face. So, it is a high need of analysis the problems of online education system. Significance of the study. Online education is an adjustable pedagogical transmission system. It surrounds different types of learning which take place with the help of internet. Online education provides teachers a great probability to connect students who may be unable to admit in a conventional classroom. In this global pandemic situation, it becomes the only approach of communication between teachers and students. It is on high priority to study about the existing online education system along with its unavoidable problems. This study is significant from this perspective as it tries to make an analysis on the problems of online education and to suggest some measures for minimizing these problems. Objectives of the study. Two main objectives are taken to analyze the topic. That's are to analyze the problems of online education in this pandemic situation. Number 2, to suggest measures to overcome these problems. The data used in this study are secondary data which are descriptive in nature. The required data are collected from the secondary source like various journals, websites as well as from the personal experience gained during the online classes. An objectives-wise analysis is made under two principal headings. That's are number 1, the problems of online education in this pandemic situation, and number 2, suggestive measures for overcoming the problems of online education. During this global pandemic situation in the name of COVID-19, the general education system is hampered. Everyone is bound to adjust with the online teaching learning process as it is the only means of education. The teachers as well as the students are in urgent need to adapt various online communication tools to get connect with each other. In this process, various issues and challenges are faced, such as lack of proper internet connectivity is a big problem facing during online education process. Especially in most of the rural areas, internet facility is so poor that it creates serious problems for running the online teaching learning process. Another one major problem in online education system is that students from poor economic background are suffering from lack of smartphones and computer. Due to their poor economic condition, they are unable to buy a smartphone or a computer, which is an urgent need for engaging in the online classes. Less possibility of practical classes is another one problem in this regard. Online education is not suitable for imparting the practical works like preparation of field report, laboratory practical, etc. That is why students are unable to acquire necessary practical skills required for completing the practical works. Another one major problem in online education is that social isolation. In online education, students engage in their classes from different places like from their own home rather than the conventional classroom environment. It makes them socially isolated from each other. Lack of sufficient feedback is also creates problems. In a conventional classroom, students can get immediate feedback from the teachers when they face any doubt regarding the subject matter taught. But in the process of online education, students get it as a problem. Then assessment of the students' performance is a big issue in online education system. Students have to complete the activities provided for assessment sitting at their home, in which chances of sitting becomes more. Then lack of sufficient knowledge on use of ICT-based tool is a common problem in online education, and it hampers in smooth continuation of the online classes. Another one problem regarding the online education is that in some cases students ignore the online classes. It may be due to network problems or any other personal problems. Then lack of sufficient e-resource is one of the major problems in online education. Mainly very less amount of e-resource is found in regional languages. It makes lots of difficulties for the students belonging to different regions. As online education is the only means of education during this pandemic situation, so in spite of the problems, we have to go with it for the continuation of the teaching learning process as well as for the benefit of the students. In this regard, some suggestive measures are analyzed which may be helpful for improving the online education system. These are: number 1, improvement of internet connectivity. For the improvement of internet connectivity, government should take necessary steps. If possible, free internet service should be provided for the economically poor students. Sufficient number of mobile network towers should be established in every location. Then provision of free tools. Due to the lack of smartphones and other essential tools for attending the online classes, students are unable to attend regularly. Free smartphones can be provided to the economically poor and needy students. Then study materials should be easily accessible to both privileged and underprivileged students. All the study materials should be made available at any particular website in various regional languages according to the need and demand of the students. Then for the motivation of the students and increase their interest towards online learning, e-quiz, online competition on music, dance, essay writing competition can be organized. This type of creative activity can help students reduce anxiety and tension in this pandemic situation. Then teachers should be trained to use of various means of e-learning effectively to encourage the students and to present e-resource more effectively. In this regard, different workshop or training program can be organized for improving the knowledge required for using online learning resources. Another one solution is that teacher-guardian online meet should be organized for better understanding of the mental condition of the students during the pandemic situation and to provide suitable suggestions regarding the role of parents in maintaining their mental well-being. Then, for the effectiveness of the online teaching learning process, good cooperation should be maintained between the students and the teachers. Teachers should be free to discuss different topics with the students as well as to enhance their mental strength during this pandemic situation. Teachers should try to communicate with the students on regular basis through online classes and should motivate the students to maintain the regular routine. Again, provision of feedback should be kept regularly so that students can clear their doubt and confusion regularly. Workshop, webinar, discussion forum can be organized for the students so that they can share their views and comment regarding the courses of their study as well as their personal problems. In conclusion, it can be said that effectiveness of online education is the sudden demand of this pandemic situation. Various online learning means are to be adapting in this situation because it becomes the only means of teaching learning process. But because of various reasons such as lack of proper internet connectivity, proper knowledge in using online learning tools, lack of cooperation and motivation, ignorance of the students, online education have not been as effective as it should have been. But in today's global pandemic, we cannot deny the significance of online education. So we should proceed with hope and faith even in the journey of online education for making it more effective and fruitful. These are the references of my study. Thank you.